Hey guys, Nili here, and I am going to do a quick demonstration of the way I cook cabbage. And I post pictures of my food on the app YouFood. You can find me there under NiliTHM. But when I post pictures of my cabbage, I get so many comments from people saying it looks amazing. And it really is very good. It's one of my favorite veggie side dishes, so I make it a lot. And I just thought I'd go ahead and do a quick video of how I do it for you, so now everyone can have delicious cabbage. So the main thing that makes this cabbage so delicious is the pan before you start. I like to have browning in the pan before I cook my cabbage. And so this pan here is from breakfast where I cooked bacon, and I poured out some of the bacon grease because I didn't want quite as much as was left in there. I just needed a tablespoon or two, but it has browning on the bottom of the pan, and that's all going to get onto the cabbage and make it taste delicious. So I always plan ahead, and when I am going to be having, if I cook bacon or sausage or something like that for breakfast, then I will plan to make cabbage, or other vegetables work well with this kind of a pan too. I will plan to use the pan again. So if I cook meat like this, I never clean my pan right after I cook with it. Oftentimes I'll have a pan sitting up here just waiting for me to cook something else in it. So what you want to do is you get it very hot. I have it on high. I'll probably turn it down a little bit because that'll be a little too hot, but you want it pretty hot because you want the cabbage to actually brown and not just steam. So it's getting pretty warm and sizzling. So I'm going to throw in my cabbage, and it's sizzling when I put it in, so that's a good thing. And then the next thing you want to remember is not to put too much in the pan at once. If you fill the whole pan, it will steam instead of fry, and so you don't want to overfill. That's one big thing. The next thing is you don't want to stir it the whole time, because then it will not get the browning that you want. So you just put it in a single layer and then let it sit for a while and get a little brown on the bottom. And while it's sitting there like this is usually when I add my seasonings, and I just do very simple seasonings. I do salt, just throw a pinch in there. Then I just do garlic powder and onion powder. And I've experimented with a lot of different spices for cabbage, and I have found that I like it, the simpler the better. The flavor of the bacon fat plus the garlic and the onion and the salt is really all it needs, in my opinion. So I turn the heat down to about medium-high because I don't want it to burn. I just want it to keep sizzling. And it's been about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and start stirring it just a little bit. And you can see the cabbage has got a little bit of frizzleness to it. And then I'm just going to let it cook until basically all the water is cooked out of it. I don't want the bottom of the pan to start burning, so once the water is cooked out of it, I want to make sure I'm either done cooking it or I add a little bit of water to the pan to deglaze it and to not let it burn. So most of the water has cooked out and the bottom is getting pretty brown, so I'm going to go ahead and splash just a little bit of water in. Not a lot, but you see how it bubbles up like that, and then we get all that brown off and we get it onto the cabbage, and it makes it taste really good. We'll put a little more on this side. Don't want to do too much. That was a little much, but it should be all right. And then you just want to keep doing that basically until the cabbage is cooked as tender as you like. I don't mind it being still a little crunchy, so this is almost done for me. I'm just going to cook it until the water I just put in cooks off. And that is it. All in all, it took about 3 or 4 minutes to cook, but doesn't that look delicious? It's all brown and beautiful, and it tastes like bacon. I mean, if you can make a vegetable taste like bacon, you definitely should.